Someone's on the prowl, trying to take us down, but we ain't giving up now. A liar and a thief coming after you and me, but we ain't giving up now. The harder the wind will blow, the deeper our roots will go, and the devil is gonna hang. Oh, the devil is gonna hang. Oh, the devil is gonna hang from his own gallows. Though the waters try to drown and the flames they surround, oh, we ain't giving up now. Even though we may tread through the valley of death, oh, we ain't giving up now. The harder the wind will blow, the deeper our roots will go, and the devil is gonna hang. The devil is gonna hang. Oh, the devil is gonna hang from his own gallows. Hey, hey. Stumbling in the dark, run your hands against the walls, find every window and every door, throw them open, and in will flood a blinding light, and it will chase away the night. Even if you shield your eyes, let it pour in, let it pour in. If you're stumbling in the dark, run your hands against the walls, find every window and every door, throw them open, it will flood a blinding light, and it will chase away the night. Even if you shield your eyes, let it pour in, let it pour in, let it pour in. The harder the wind will blow, the deeper our roots will go, and the devil is gonna hang. Oh, the devil is gonna hang. Oh, the devil is gonna hang from his own gallows.
Took my first breath where the muddy rises, spills into the Gulf of Mexico, where the skyline's colored by chemical plants that put bread on the table of the working man, where the working man does his best to provide safety and shelter for kids and a wife, giving a little of his soul every day, making overtime to keep the wolves away. Well, I was barely 13 when the company man tried to dig my daddy's grave. It happened on a French-owned tanker ship, spilling poison into Galveston Bay. Well, the liquid fire filled his lungs and his eyes silenced any more cries. Cold in the grave, with death stinging pain, he fought like hell to keep the wolves away. For the next few years, Dad was sick as a dog, but he made a recovery just to spite the odds. The settlement came and we moved out of town, where the sky isn't heavy with refinery clouds. Yeah, he's still alive, he's doing good, he's in his 50s, but the money's running out and he's pinching for pennies. So I'm going for broke with every song I play, 'cause now it's my turn to keep the wolves away.
So all you gotta do is just look at the grain. Okay, you see it. The same thing in rocks today, but same kind of tree, but on a massive scale. Remember how everything breaks off flat? This is just the grain of the wood. That's all it is. It's just the grain of the wood. That's so broken down and deteriorated. But there's plenty here. You can see if you understand how the tree breaks down. That's why I try to put so many modern day examples in, so you can see. Just part of the grain of a tree that literally reached up into the heavens. And then once again, you'll always see the quartz in it. It's the lifeblood of the tree, okay? The quartz ran in the tree. all this is just petrified wood. And like I've showed you before, you may not have seen it, but it gets so rotted that it'll break down and eventually just turn into sand. That's everything you see down here. All this is just part of the mountain, the tree. Look, if you look close with new eyes, okay? Look at it. Look close at it. You can't look at a distance. You got to get up close to it to see what you're looking at. Okay? So, all that's just the grains of the tree. It's all wood that's turned to stone. This whole mountain. You just got to look at it with new eyes. And I'm telling you, this is the sap, maple, resin, the lifeblood of the tree, just like our blood. Okay? All of it. Just come right here and take a better look. Look close at it. This is all petrified wood. Everything. Okay, and that's this whole mountain. This is not a cedar tree. And you get over there, all this, it's all the same, as far back as you can see, okay? All the way back over there, as far as you can see. Okay, I'm going to show you this one more time, because this is really important to see. Okay, if you look close at it with new eyes, you can see it's all petrified wood. And the miners, they call these quartz veins, okay? They look for these, but it's the sap maple, that resin, the lifeblood of the tree. I've shown you that extensively. And gold runs with the quartz. So just a little common sense will tell you that the trees had the gold in it for whatever reason. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to cross the street here and we'll take a look. Hold on. See, so when you see this, you know, it just looks like nothing. But like I say, some things are recognizable and some things are not. You just got to look at it with new eyes, okay? This is all petrified wood. Every bit of it. The whole mountain. And when I tell you, many times you see here, you just have a thin layer of vegetation on top of everything. Just like back there, it just looks like a big mound of grass or dirt. But I'm telling you, underneath it, that thin layer of vegetation, are all the tree remains. And you come over here, all that stuff you see in there is just the grains of this tree. And I've already shown you this. But when you look at it close, okay, remember how the tree breaks down. I've put so many examples in. Okay, you have to understand that the stuff says in 4,000 years has weathered, rounded, smooth, have fallen away. Okay? And when you really look at it close, you will see what it is. Okay? All of it. And one last time, I'll show you that it's nothing but the grain of the tree. Okay? That's all it is. Every bit of it. Some things are recognizable and some things are not. Okay, we're gonna move on. Okay, I just wanted to show you this real quick while I'm here. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because the video is already long enough. But you see all these blocks, these large rocks and boulders. These are the same as all them square pieces, or all them pieces that break off the tree. And I'm going to show you some of the different grains and pieces down here, right? So hold on. Hey, it's just like, you see the rings? That's all these are, it's just pieces and parts of the tree. Okay? All this. Okay, so I pulled over again, and you're gonna see how some things are recognizable and some things are not. So you come over here, it's really hard to tell what this is. I know what it is, but this dark band here is just part of the grain like you see in a cedar tree. Okay? But you go up here, you can see better, but I'll show you over here. All this stuff here is just part of a large vein or not. You see all the rings in there. Okay? Oh, but you come over here, watch. You look right here on the ground. This is tiny little piece. Okay? And you look close at this, okay? You'll see it's nothing but petrified tree. It's stone. It all turned to stone, everything. The whole mountain. Okay? I got a big truck coming. I'm going to pause it for the noise. Okay, so we're going to get a little closer here. I'm going to show you, okay? This is all petrified wood. You just got to have new eyes. I don't know what it used to look like before. Maybe I wasn't looking. Okay? You just got to understand how the tree breaks down, even with these sharp, square 90-degree turns. You get inside, okay, and you see the rings here. Here's the center, and they start going out. But when you look at them down this way, you see the way these rings that fell off. they fell away. And you got a ledge here. Turns, and here you see the rings of the tree. Okay? And these ones here have fallen away. Okay? Let's just keep walking around here. Remember the grain of the tree. Look at this. This is incredible, man. And you got to remember how everything breaks off flat. This is truly incredible. Just like I showed you earlier, all the colors and the grains that are in the tree. And even all this, the way things break off, you don't, the way they break off square and flat, it's just the way the tree breaks down. And then it gets weathered and round and smooth, and things fall away. You see the radius here. It's just the characteristics of the tree. And you see you have the sap right here that crystallized and petrified. Okay? So here, this is what happens to the trees. You get inside, okay, and you see the rings here. Here's the center. And they start going out. But when you look at them down this way, you see the way these rings that fell off. They fell away. And you got a ledge here. The rings, this has fallen away. These rings used to come up around here, but they've just, over the years, come off one by one. You know, when you understand how the tree breaks down, if you don't see this yet, some things are recognizable and some things are not, okay? It's just the way the tree breaks down. And I'm telling you, everything, all of this, every mountain, natural forest, city, or state forest, state parks, everything. Whether you go to China or Russia, doesn't matter. Every mountain range in today's world. And then you get up here and you see all this stuff that's not as recognizable. Then you get in here and you see just the way the tree breaks down, even on the smallest scale. All this is just petrified wood, okay? All of it. It goes down for miles, wherever the bottom is. But I want to show you this, okay? I may have mentioned this or not, but you see the root system here, okay? You can imagine a tree bigger than that reached hundreds of miles into the air, the root system that had to anchor itself to the earth. to the earth. Okay, when you drive down like large waterways like the Royal Gorge or Clear Creek Canyon or any canyon where the large waterways go, and you see all the rock formations on the side, that is one of two things. It's either part of the fallen trees and the branches, or it's the root system that anchored itself down for who knows how long, how far. It's incredible stuff. You've been lied to. This is all biblical stuff. It's not Big Bang related. Millions of years ago, the seafloor, the tectonic plates, mountains still growing because the plates are shifting. It's all of it is part of the world deception to discredit God and to hide the true creation. It's a spiritual battle, I'm telling you. You've got to understand this. Okay, so hold on a moment. Okay, before we leave this, I'm just going to give you one more overview of this. Okay, everything's in plain sight. Okay? Everything. And remember, there are thousands of different kinds of plants, trees, shrubs, bushes, and vegetation. Some were fruit bearing. I have pictures of giant petrified fruit. Anyway, so I'm going to leave this over on the side here. I want to show you a few things. So all these rocks you see in here, they're all just pieces and parts of petrified wood, okay? From these giant trees. So we're just going to take a walk around and look at a few things. And you notice everything always has a flat edge. This is all petrified wood, okay? All of it. Okay, you come over here. As you look back in here, all them are just rings and parts of the tree that are broke down, weathered, rounded, smooth, and have fallen away. Okay? That's all it is. Okay? So here, like I say, these were just rings, and you have to understand how thick these rings were. They were feet thick. Okay? They were feet thick, and so much has fallen away. So here, this is what happens to the trees. You get inside, okay, and you see the rings here. Here's the center. And they start going out. But when you look at them down this way, you see the way these rings that fell off. They fell away. And you got a ledge here. And right here along the side of this, all this has fallen away. All this up here has fallen away. You just got to understand how the tree breaks down, okay? It's all the same. It's so weathered, eroded, rounded, and smoothed over the years. I'm going to go down here a little bit. Hold on. And you look right here, I told you, these are just rings of the tree. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and all this here is falling away. That's how giant these trees were. These trees were, and like I say, you're not looking down at the stump. These here used to go around so large, okay? You see, they have a slight radius to them. You have to have like a peripheral vision to maybe really see it. But they're just, you know, you'll understand the more I go along. You know, you'll see this here on a small scale today. That things have fallen away, smooth, rounded, everything. It's just turned to stone. I didn't get far down the road, but I just want to shoot over here real quick and just show you. Okay, all you got to do is understand how everything breaks off flat. Okay? And then we come back over here and you'll see just remnants, okay? Remnants of the rings. And everything breaks off flat, okay? And if you come over here, you'll see this everywhere. I don't care if you're 8,000 feet up on a 5-mile wide plateau mesa or in South Dakota, anywhere in the world, you'll see the flat edge and you'll see the rings. A lot of times it'll have moss and algae on it and it's not really recognizable. You'll see this in El Dorado Springs, Colorado. You know, it's everywhere. It's anywhere in the world you can apply this, okay? Quick, I'm up on a 4-mile wide plateau. Some things are recognizable and some things are not, okay? I just want to walk around this real quick. You see over there, part of the inside ridge of the tree. Okay? This stuff is so weathered and worn. You see over there, there's part of the mesa all along here. Okay, so let me go over here real quick and I'll show you. Just bits and pieces, just remains of these giant trees. It's incredible. This, okay? And these are just part of the rings. Could have been a knot, could have been a branch, could have been a twig. And I told you, look how cool that aspen is twisting around. But you got the tree, you got the branch, and you got the twigs, okay? But look at this, you're gonna see the same thing here. And I'll put some pictures in here of different states, different mountains, different national parks. So this is actually a pretty good example, better than the other one I just showed you. But you could imagine these trees here that were miles in diameter laid across here or something, and the branches. These branches were hundreds of feet in diameter or even larger. Okay, but you look on the ground and you'll see the same characteristics. Okay, the same thing, how everything breaks off flat. And this piece could be as large as a 5-story apartment building, okay? I'm showing you that there are hundreds of thousands of different ways these trees break down, depending upon what kind of tree they are. You come here in the ground, okay, it's all the same. That could be equivalent to this whole mountainside over here. Just a small piece of it that's remaining. Okay, and you see these massive branches. These are tiny compared to how large these trees were. These are the remains, these mountains, all of them. And like I say, we'll look at this one more time. And then they deteriorate and they fall and they disperse everywhere. Okay, and you'll get all these pieces that just randomly form in any kind of different shape. Okay, this could be as large as a city bus. Take a look. So you come up here and this is pretty recognizable. It's just all wood. You look here, this is pretty cool. Let me move this branch out of the way. Okay, these are just, look at this. Okay, these are just rings here, and you see, like I showed you, pockets of the sap, okay, in the tree. This could have been a giant knot. This is kind of turning radius. Okay, and you have more over here that's radius. See the sap in the tree, okay? It's just all petrified wood. All of it. And this is all radius right here. Okay, I want you to look close at this. This doesn't even look petrified. Okay? Just gotta look with new eyes. So I'm gonna go around the corner here. Hold on. Okay, so I come around the corner here, and it's telling you, it's amazing how this works out. So you see this here. Let me just set it down. Okay. Okay. You see this here, okay? I want you to look at it close. Let me just put it up. Let me put it in the sun. You see this close, okay? I want you to look at it. Let me turn it up. Okay. Just look close at it. Okay. And then come around over here. It's all the same thing. It's just petrified wood. That's all it is. It's pretty incredible. See all the different grains in the tree. I got a car coming, hold on. Okay. So yeah, all you gotta do is look at it with new eyes. Let me show you a couple other things while I'm here. And it breaks down like that to where it's not recognizable. Okay? You just got to understand how the tree breaks down. Okay? So you look at this piece right here. Let me try to zoom in on it. Okay? See that? You turn it over however you want to look at it. Okay, once again, you come over here. It's all the same. Just like that piece of wood I just showed you, but on a this is such a tiny part. You got to remember the whole mountain are the remains, and so much is missing. You know, when it says the angels labored at the trees, I wonder what that means. You know, I'm going to get into a part about limestone. They call a lot of the monolithic structures that the stone's made out of limestone, but then they show pictures of the mountains and stuff of what I'm showing you, and they call them limestone. So I wonder if a lot of them monolithic structures were made out of wood, and it's just another word they use to trick people from. They just put another label on it, other than what it really is. It's from the tree, okay? And when you understand, this is just how the tree breaks down. Okay, it's really incredible stuff, man. You just gotta have new eyes to see this. all just weathered and broken apart and fallen away and smooth and round and eroded and discolored. Everything. Okay? Alright, we're going to leave this at that. Okay, so I just pulled down the road. I mean, it's everywhere, you know what I mean? I could show you this indefinitely. You know, remember the way the tree breaks down, okay? All this is just pieces and parts of the petrified trees. All of it. It'll break down on a small scale like this and on a giant scale. And when you get up here to look, okay, you'll see it's just all petrified wood. Remember how all the rings break down? All the little pieces? Just like that, in little squares. The exact same thing. I'll put a picture in here. Look at this, okay? See the way it breaks down in little tiny squares. All these tiny little pieces. Then you can get in there and you can see the rings. Okay? You get in there and you see the rings. Okay? See that? All the rings. And then you got the sap. Get in here. All the different rings that are in there. Yeah, I don't know if I was recording there, but I just got to give you an overview of this. Just remember the way the tree breaks down. The whole mountain, everything. It's just got a thin layer of vegetation on it. It's far, all this, everything, as far as you can look. Everything under here, okay? Everything under this asphalt, everything under that road. It's the same thing. It's just all remains of the giant trees. Okay? Alright, we're gonna move on. So here, this is what happens to the trees. You get inside, okay, and you see the rings here. Here's the center. And they start going out. But when you look at them down this way, you see the way these rings that fell off. They fell away. And you got a ledge here. This is a pretty... So I wanted to show you this real quick. So this is pretty busted up, okay? And all these are just rings of the tree, okay? Side by side. Okay, and they're really busted up and they're not recognizable. I'm going to put a couple pictures in here of rings that are recognizable and rings that are recognizable. And you'll understand what you're looking at there. Okay, I finally made it out of there. Boy, what a crazy drive that was. Anyway, I had to stop for this because when I explained the veins and the sap and the resin that's in the trees and the rings and everything, okay, just want to show you this here. Okay, and then you come over here and all that in there is just remains of the tree, that the sap, the resin. And these are the veins, similar type veins that the gold miners look for, and they will carve a hole and dig into the mountain, which is like walking into a belly of a tree. And these are all just rings. Okay, that's all they are just rings. And this is part of a large sap deposit or something similar. You look at cedar trees, okay? They have, I'll put a picture in here of cedar trees, of the brown and all the different colors in them. Just like this, okay? And all these are just rings that are busted up. It's all just petrified wood. It's stone, but it's petrified wood. This is incredible stuff. Look, really close. Okay, you got to get close up on it. And then, like I say, all this sand right here. Okay? The tree, it gets so weathered, it breaks down and returns back to the earth. Just like a lot of the mountains in Utah and other places that are sandstone. That's just what happens, all right? This is really incredible if you have the peripheral vision and you understand how the rings break down. And you know, when you see a big white thing like that on the side of the mountain, you really have to understand how large these trees were. You see the same thing in trees today, but that is not very big. Okay, so we're back here behind the hotel. I just wanted to show you a few things really quick. You see the veins, this is what they look for. These are gold veins, quartz veins. And you see up over here, I'll show you really quick. That was all one giant knot at one time. All this, okay? See the knot on the quartz? You come right over here and you see the large vein, okay? Yeah, it's all quartz, just like this. Okay, I'm gonna pause this here and show you something else. Okay, this is like, I have another part like this in this video, but this is just gonna be quick. Just want to show you, here's the vein, okay? This is exactly what you're looking at. Quartz, feldspar, gold, silver, mica. It's in the tree, okay? It comes from the tree. This is petrified wood, okay? This here, this lighter stuff, you see the tree attached to it, okay? It's all petrified wood, all this, okay? All this comes from the tree. It's right there, okay? All this is petrified wood. You see the rings. That piece comes from a tree, okay? You see the rings in it, okay? Right here, 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 here. Okay, it's no different. I'm gonna go back over here and show you this really quick. This is, you know, this is not what people have been brainwashed and indoctrinated into thinking what petrified wood looks like. It was a different world back then with carbon-based, silicon-based trees. Hey! Get over here! Right now! But you see, okay, your eyes don't deceive you. Okay? Alright, we're gonna leave it at that. I just wanted to show you this here. You've already seen it once. All the different grains and textures. Look. This is all just part of the grain and texture. And these are all busted up. They're not like all flat and perfectly in line because they're all busted up. And you see here, it's just the way the tree breaks down. Okay? I'll put a picture in here again of, there's two pieces of wood, petrified, sitting next to each other. One is not disturbed and the other one's busted up like this. And you'll understand what I'm talking about. How some things are recognizable and some things are not. But when you understand, you gotta look at the formation of the rings and how they stop and turn, like there was a knot or a branch that came out. Okay? This is really incredible stuff. It really is, man. You see all the rings. That's all it is. See here, it's just more of the sap that was in the trees. Okay? That's all it is. Everything I've been showing you, and it crystallizes. See here, it's just, you understand how the tree breaks down. How you doing?
Good, man.
Let's get a guy pedaling his bike up the mountain. Anyway, you see here, okay, it's all petrified wood. Just got to look at it. I'm going to walk up around this corner, so hold on a moment. See, there's some things are recognizable and some things are not. Okay? It's just all part of the tree. And you see the quartz vein going up here, just like I've shown you a lot. It's just part of the sap that's in the tree. And this stuff is all just busted up rings. All just busted up rings. That's all it is. It's really incredible. More of the sap right there. That's all it is just petrified sap. All of it. This just looks like all kinds of busted up stuff, but I'm telling you, they all used to be unified rings at one time. But they've just busted up, and to me it's very recognizable. If you understand the tree rings and how they break down, that's why I've shown you so many examples in modern day, so you understand what you're looking at. See, this comes from the tree. It's like a granite or something. I'm not sure what it is, okay? It's all part of the tree. All of it. Okay? It's incredible stuff. All the rings that go up that have been busted up. Here you see radius, okay? And so this was probably a knot or something of some kind, because you see radius going up here, and then you see like a swirl pattern going up. All this, and then the rings are starting to lay sideways. They're not straight up and down anymore, they're like laid over sideways. So more than likely this was a giant knot in this area right here. But if you look at it, hey, you still see the wood. Okay? If you don't understand this now, you will. This is just all busted up tree. That's stone, that's petrified. It's incredible. Got another car coming. So I want to show you this. You get up in there and look close, okay? It's all just the rings that have busted up. And you look here. It's come down right here. This used to come up and around and swirl up. You know, inside these trees, that's why I'm showing you so many different examples of all the different branches and the way it turns, and there's so many different examples of there's hundreds of thousands of how the tree breaks down. Look at this. This is incredible. Yeah, I could go on and on and on. But look at this, okay? All of it. And you come up here. See, watch. I don't have much room on the side of the road, and these cars are whizzing around the corner. A lot of them will stop because they think I'm filming wildlife. And I have many times, but you see the rings here, okay? Some things are recognizable and some things are not. I just wanted to show you this because it's just another example. Alright, so we're gonna pause this here. So I just walked on the other side of the road so you can kind of see at a further distance what I'm talking about. You got the thin layer of vegetation up top and the cutout at the bottom. This is all just part of the tree, all of it. It's incredible. And if you look at it close, it breaks down the same. You see the crack here and here. It breaks down the same way. Okay, and if you were able to get on top up here and look down, these, like you're looking at a stump, that's all it would be, but this is like a 3D cutout of rings that are busted up. That's all it is, okay? Just look close at it. Just trying to show you everything. There's so much to show you about how the trees break down. It's just incredible. You know, even just because you have this band in here, it's just all part of the tree. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. My dogs are tired. We're hungry. We haven't eaten anything all day, and it's like 7 o'clock at night. And like I say, I've probably already put in the pictures of the side-by-side petrified wood rings that one's disturbed and the other one's not. That's all you're looking at, okay?